Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. So today's video is going to be my April finished pages. I think I showed this book briefly in some video, I'm not sure. This is my coloring log. So for April, I did 10 singular pages, 40 buddies, which is quite a lot, I know, and 7 color alongs. So total pages is 57, which is quite a bit. This was my April pages. These were the hashtags that I did. I did one with Color Disney with Meg, and it was a Jungle Book one, April Showers. I usually do the Happy Scavenger for each month by Happy Colors. I believe that's their name on Instagram. And I started this one with Misty, but she ended up closing it down because she was having some issues with it. And I will show you, this is a rough estimate of what I want to do for May. So the project books I have is Find Your Aesthetic with Squishy Coloring, and Matchstick Mouse Floral with, her name is Brittany, and she also goes by Coloring Through It. Those are the 2 project books. And I also want to work on 50 Ocean Miniatures, Enchanted Faces, Fierce and Fancy by Hannah Lynn, and just in general mermaid and ocean themed books, because I have a hashtag this month, my first hashtag. It's Under the Sea May 2024. If you want to follow along, I've made a post on my community tab about it if you want to follow along. The other color alongs I want to participate in, maybe, we'll see. These are just a few that I found. The Happy Scavenger May is not posted yet, but usually she posts them like sometime in the first couple days of May. There's also Jamie's Birthday with Winnie 2024 from Jamie's Coloring Love, and for her birthday she wants to do Winnie the Pooh. I thought that might be cute. We have Louisa May Coloring May, Colorful Pirate, I think that's how you say their username. They want to do all books by Louisa May. I have a few by her, and I thought might be an opportunity to do some pages. And lastly, I know that there's going to be a lot of hashtags for Mermay, but I found one that I like besides my own, which is Pink Mermay Mania by Sam Ways Coloring. And the whole object of this one is to do pink hair and a pink tail, and we might try to do that, maybe. Sorry, I've got a bunch of stuff on this desk you just can't see because of the angle. So that's everything in the journal. Let's start looking at the pages. So the first book we have, like I said, is a project book with Brittany, aka Coloring Through It. And we did this page. I think it turned out pretty cute. Coloring Through It on Instagram. I think it turned out pretty cute. Like I said, I like hers a little bit better because she used like white highlighting. Maybe I'll try to do that this month. I don't do that very often. It's always kind of hit or miss with me. I tried to do this sunset and this nasty line kind of showed up. I didn't blend super well with my alcohol markers, but you know, it's always a learning process. I still like this page though. I think it turned out cute. Okay, let me see how we're doing this. I have a lot of books to go through. Okay, next we have Magical Chibis by Alexandra Franzese. I didn't mention the last book was Floral Matchstick Mouse by Morgan O'Brien. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained tonight when I'm filming this. So this is the first page that I did, and it was a buddy with Country NCC, aka Misty. She's on YouTube and Instagram. And I really like how this one turned out. I like the color red. Red's my favorite color, so when I can use like primary colors in a picture, I usually like it. All right, next one is another red. It was another buddy with Line Art Mingle on Instagram. It's a magic girl. I was gonna add more detail to her fishnets, but I was just like, I'm just gonna use alcohol markers, and that's what I did. And lastly, we have another buddy with Nika Colors. She's also on Instagram. This is a princess page. It turned out all right. I did mostly pinks. Okay, next book. I only did one in this one. Sorry if I'm burping a little bit. I just had bariatric surgery and recently, and I burp a lot now. But this one is Kawaii Coloring Book by Alexandra Franzese, and I only did one, and I did it like when I was still on pain pills and stuff, and it's not too bad for me being not super well when I did it. Yeah, I like a lot of the pages in this book. I think it's super cute. Next, we have 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camila Anjakova. And I don't know how many we have in here, but we have a few. We did this donkey one. I don't know why I keep saying we, but I did this donkey one. And I did it with my friend. Sounds weird, me saying that. I did the picture with my friend Ashley, who doesn't really have a coloring Instagram or anything like that, but we still buddy color occasionally. I think it turned out pretty cute. I like the pumpkins. I didn't write it down, but I also did this one with my friend Ashley, and this one I used Crayola twists. There's some spots here. It's not perfect, but yeah, I mostly use alcohol markers when I color most of the time, but this one I decided to switch it up. I also used it for a color along for Happy Colors Scavenger of April. One of the prompts was ladybugs, and I found this. I think that was it for this book in April. Okay, next we have Country Chibis by Alexandra Franzese. We did this cute page. I don't know why I keep saying we, but we're just gonna go with it. And it was a buddy with Shay Loves Coloring 23. I know that I don't really edit my videos, but if you want to see the other images that I did, well, I did, or the other person did that I buddied with, please go check them out on Instagram. Next, I did this page by myself, and it was for the April Showers hashtag. I decided to use all pinks. I thought it was cute. Let's see. This is another buddy with Shay Loves Coloring 23, and it also goes towards Happy Colors hashtag for watering can. I think we have one more. This one I just did by myself. Okay. All right. Next, we have Find Your Aesthetic. This is a project book. Hopefully that I'm going to continue with Squishy's coloring. I did this one with Mimi Colors and Sews. I think it was her first buddy color that she ever did. She did a really good job on hers if you want to go check hers out on Instagram. I think I only used colored pencils on this one, and I wasn't super happy with how it came out. I mean, it looks alright. It's not my favorite picture though. Let me get to the next one. I think I did quite a few in this one this month, in April. This is another buddy color, and I just used alcohol markers on this one. And I did this one with Coloring with Kate on Instagram. I like the colors I chose. I think they turned out nice. Next is a buddy with Squishy Coloring. She's here on YouTube and also on Instagram. I think this one turned out all right. I'm not really sure where I was going as far as the color palette. I struggled with this jacket a little bit. I used gel pens, I think. Sorry if you can hear that. Boyfriend's in the background. I asked him to be quiet, but I'm not sure if you can hear him wrestling around in the back. But yeah, I don't really like her blush either, but I don't know. Her rainbow nails are cute, I suppose. And this one got ruined a little bit from the other one. It bled through, but it was a really cute one. It's also with Squishy Coloring. It bled through a little bit on there. I didn't even know that this happened, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I did black lipstick and black nails. I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of going for like an Envy vibe, like Envy, like a non-binary person. If I'm saying that right. But yeah, disappointed that it bled through a little bit. It was a cute page, but I have pictures of it before it bled through. So you'll probably be seeing this book again for May. Okay, next we have 50 Jungle Miniatures. And this one is a buddy with Johanna's love for coloring on Instagram. It's a super cute one. I like the way she did hers better. Like she did like pink and purple for hers, and I kind of wish I would have did that, but I tried to do more natural colors, I suppose. Here's the next one I did. And it is with a buddy with Crafting Anything with Color. It's alright. Bled a couple places here and there, but it's okay. And I did this one for Happy Colors Scavenger Hunt. Waterfall was the prompt, and it turned out okay. I don't know. I'm not really super happy with a lot of the pages I colored this month, if you could tell. I also did this one with Johanna's love for coloring on Instagram. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. A little bit of bleeding here and there, but it still turned out pretty good. Okay. Next, we have Chibi Mermaid coloring book by Alexandra Franzese. And I did this page with Emily's Coloring Corner. She's here on YouTube and on Instagram. She's a good friend of mine. I thought this one turned out pretty good. I also did a YouTube video of that one. I know I did another one in here. Did I not mark it? Maybe I did it last month. Yeah, I know there was another one in here, but I think it was from last month because it's not marked. So yeah. Next we kind of have a thick boy. It's Kawaii Kingdom in Love, the collector's edition by Daily Art Hour. And I did 2 in here. I did this. This one's hard to open because it's a big book. I did these chickens. Thought they turned out pretty cute. I used alcohol markers for everything. And then in colored pencil, I did this one. And this was a buddy with my friend Lexi, aka Color by Alexis on Instagram. This one turned out all right. Okay. Next, we have 50 Mythical Miniatures by Camila Anjakova, and I think I only did 1 in here, and it was by myself. I was recovering, and I just kind of grabbed this book. So yeah, I did this one with alcohol markers. Next, we have one of my French Disney coloring books. I think it's Petite Puppets or Little Dolls. I did 1 in here for Disney Megs. Hashtag for Jungle Book. Let me see if I can find it. The pages are a little thick. Yep, I did Mowgli. My pen was kind of dying on the background, so it's a little spotty, but I used exclusively alcohol markers on this. Yeah, it turned out okay. Like I said, the marker was dying a little bit, so it looks a little patchy. Next, we have 50 Vacation Miniatures. And I did this one, and it was a buddy with someone from Reddit and Instagram, JM. Did some cute little duckies. Only did 1 page in that book. Next, we have 50 Ocean Miniatures, which I definitely will be working in some more this month for my hashtag. I did this one. It's a combination of alcohol markers and colored pencils. It was a buddy with the coloring cat mom. She hasn't gotten to it yet, which is fine, but I finished it pretty quickly. Next is this one. It's also a buddy with my friend Ashley, who doesn't really have an Instagram or anything. My marker was dying a little bit on some of the spots here, but it still turned out pretty cute. And I also did this one with my friend Ashley. I think this one was colored pencil, and it turned out okay. I wish I would have picked a different color for the narwhal, but I like the rainbow part. I like the penguins too. Okay. Next we have a book that is broken. It is a Disney villains book that I did 1 page in. Let me see if I can find it. I can see why people take their pages apart. Yeah, it is broken. I just tried to do 1 page and it kind of fell apart. Well, it did fall apart. I did Vanessa from The Little Mermaid. This is also for Happy Colors scavenger hunt for April. And I used only color pencils on that one. Alright, next we have Fairy Chibis by Alexandra Franzese. I think I did quite a few in this one. I did this one while I was recovering. Not too bad. Like I said, I mostly use alcohol markers, so nothing to really say about that. This is one I wanted to do, but didn't end up doing, I guess, which is fine. Next, we have another buddy with Nika Colors on Instagram. To me, these are like Slytherin colors. That's kind of what it reminded me of for those of you who are Harry Potter fans. Next, I did another buddy color with Country NCC, aka Misty. I thought this one turned out pretty cute. Okay, we're getting through it. Next, we have 50 Woodland Miniatures, my Camila Anjakova, and I did quite a few in this one. I did this one with the Coloring Cat Mom. She hasn't finished yet, but that's all right. Also did this one with the Coloring Cat Mom. I used some white highlight here. Some gel pen after I did the alcohol marker. It turned out all right. I'm not the best with white highlight. Also used white highlight on this one. And this is a buddy with Shay Loves Coloring 23. I tried to go for like a black bear, but he or she is more blue. Next, we have a little mouse with some strawberries, and it is a buddy with Joanna's Love for Coloring. I don't know if it's Joanna or Johanna, but yeah, it turned out all right. There's a little bit of bleeding here from the stock page that I had. All right. Have another buddy here with Shay Loves Coloring 23. It's a cute little mushroom page. It turned out okay. Alright, this is a buddy with Country NCC. Okay, Misty. Yeah, this one I tried using watercolor, and it's probably not the best book to do that, and then there was some bleed through, so this one's kind of a hot mess. Next we have another one with, oh, this one's actually Candace How 230 on Instagram. It turned out pretty cute. There's a little bit of color bleeding on there, but overall pretty cute. Next we have Fierce and Fancy Fantasy Faces and Line Art Grayscale coloring book by Hannah Lynn. This is a new one that I got this month, during the month of April, I should say. First one I did is this Marie Antoinette type of page, and it was the first time that I used distressed ink on the background. I think it turned out all right. Okay, we have one more in here. So I can get to it. Oh no, this one's for later this month, so I guess I just did one in this page or book. Okay. Next we have Wildflower Folk. And I just did one page. Let me see if I can get to it. In this one, I really like how the background turned out, but her skin tone is a little crazy because I initially started with color pencils and didn't like it. So I switched to alcohol markers, but the background is distressed ink. I think it turned out pretty nice apart from some parts right there. This is a random book that my boyfriend bought for me at the dollar store. I don't know. I think it's by Kid Fun. It's a cute one though. And I used Crayola twists for this one. It was a fun page to do. I was recovering when I did it. It took me a couple days because I was super out of it. Next, we have 50 Easter and Spring houses. And this one is a buddy with Shay Loves Coloring. She hasn't finished hers yet, which is perfectly fine. But I did mine. Here's another buddy with Shay, which she hasn't finished yet. I don't know if she'll get to it, but that's all right. Here is one I did on my own. And my marker was dying. But it's okay. I think I did one more in here, but I don't think I marked it. I don't know where it is. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. This one was for the hashtag Happy Scavenger Hunt, and it was Birdhouse. Next, we have Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. First was a buddy with Colorful Leo 92 on Instagram. This one turned out pretty cute. I like it. Here's one I did on my own, just because. Here's another buddy I did with Colorful Leo on Instagram. I'll show you their handle. And I used gel pen and then alcohol marker. Here's another buddy that I did with Leo. Kind of hard to see, but yeah. And lastly, here's another one with Leo. I didn't realize I did so many with Leo in this book this month. It's a mermaid, and she definitely reads Ariel. It's cute. Next, we have Whimsy Girls from the Archives by Hannah Lynn. And I did this mermaid with Emily's Coloring Corner on Instagram and YouTube. And I also did this one with Emily. I like how this one turned out. There's a little bit of streaking on her skin, but otherwise it's okay. I like the fire. Next, we have Matchstick Mouse Springtime. I can't talk today, apparently. And I started this, I guess, as a whip. I didn't finish. Next, we have this one I did by myself, and it was for the April Showers hashtag. This is the same green from the Disney book I used that was dying a little bit. You can see it. I really need to mark my markers that are dying, so I don't do that. Here's another one I did for Happy Colors Scavenger, and it was a spring scene. And then the last one I did was a buddy color with Sophie's Coloring Journey. I believe she's on YouTube and Instagram. Okay, we're almost done. We have Space Girls and Aliens by Deborah Moore. And this is one I just completed recently. And it is with the Coloring Chef on Instagram. I like how this one turned out. I like the background. I used distressed ink.
I used gel pen for parts of this, and then the rest alcohol marker. I mean, that looks a little bad, but I like the background. I think it turned out pretty cool. Alright, and lastly, we have 50 Spellbound Woodland Scenes to Color by Camila Anjakova. This is her new book. And I just did one page in here for the end of the month. If I can get to it. There we go. It is this cute little fairy and butterfly scene with a little caterpillar. There's a little bit of bleeding because the lines are so thin. I might use color pencils for some of these other pictures, but it's super cute. I didn't include it in the haul because it came at the end of the month. Yeah, I like it. So that was all my pages for April. I know quite a few. I didn't do any printable pages this month. I'm not sure if I will in May, possibly. If anyone's interested in buddy coloring with me, feel free to reach out on Instagram or in the comments. I'm always down to buddy color. It's fun. That's all. Thanks for watching.